I hope everyone's doing well. So I just wanted to, I might end up making an actual, like, just a regular video talking about this, which I probably will because it's kind of cool. But I figured I'd go live and talk about it here live. And then if people come on and have any questions, want to do have any questions about anything, want me to do any free readings, then cool, let's do it. So, all right. So I yesterday I was out and I was out with my mom, and I was wanting to get food because I didn't really feel like cooking because I had had a rough night and I wasn't feeling 100%. So I felt like I didn't feel like cooking. And so, hey, Samantha, how are you? Oh, hi, Teresa, how are you? How are you guys? So I'm just going to explain a cool thing that happened yesterday with Yeshua and myself. And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I said I'll do some free readings as well if anyone has any questions, or if there's something you guys want me to talk about, or have questions about just anything in general, let me know. So go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I'll get to that after I just kind of talk about what happened yesterday evening. So I was wanting to get some food and I just didn't feel like cooking. I wasn't feeling the greatest. And on one end I had a craving for like a burger and fries, but then on the other end I was like, I feel emotionally better getting a sub. Like it just feels a little bit healthier. And so I was like, fine, I'm going to get a sub. So I go into the sub shop that I decided I want to get one from. And right before I walk in, another dude walks in. He's around my age, and he's tall, thin, wearing glasses, and he's wearing a purple shirt. So right away, I could feel and see Eric, Archangel Uriel, coming right through this guy. Just with how his physical build, his glasses, and then his purple shirt. Purple's been a very big color. There is something about, because Archangel Uriel works on like the peace ray, which is purple, but then he's also like on the gold, ruby ray, which is gold and ruby, and there's purple in there too. All that, like he's got purple, red, gold. And then there's also been situations lately where he's been bringing up the color purple for me and whatnot. So Irene, hey girl, love all you do. As for somehow it makes. Oh, sorry, my hand. Sorry. Comments. I'm so sorry, you guys. Hey girl, love all you do. Always looking forward to every posting of yours. Somehow makes me happy, so I need to know how appreciated you. Aw, thank you so much. You're so appreciated too. You're clapping, Chantal. Thank you. You're very appreciated as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. So thank you, and I'm so glad to hear that I'm helping make you feel happy. That makes me super happy. So thank you. This dude walks in before me, and I could totally like see and feel Eric through him. And so he orders first, and I order, and we're both standing there waiting, and he looks at me, and I'm wearing my one pink shirt that I've worn on here many times, and it says "Believe in You." And he looks at me, and he was very, very, very neutral, to the point that it was like intimidating. Like there was no emotion whatsoever with this dude. Very, very, very neutral looking. And he looks at me, and he says to me, it's making me laugh. He looks at me and he says to me, your shirt should, I always fumble with my words on this. He looks at me and he says, your shirt should say, believe in Jesus. And right away I knew what this was. And so I was just like, I right away got a little embarrassed and nervous, and I was just like, oh yeah, like I'm starting to really, understand and realize, how we are connected with Yeshua. We are one with Yeshua. And he goes, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, he didn't do it like necessarily with that expression, but it was very much like he was trying to make sure that like I knew he was talking about Jesus, because I called him Yeshua. And then going forward, I kept calling him Jesus then, because I was like, he's more comfortable being called Jesus. Like this guy wants me to call him Jesus, so that's what I adapted to what this dude was comfortable with, which I know that's part of my training. I'm gonna have to. Some people are more comfortable hearing Jesus than Yeshua. So I said to him, because I wanted to make clear that I'd make sure I heard him clearly what he had said. And I was like, did you say that my shirt should say believe in Jesus? And he was like, yeah. And I was just like, okay, here we go. And because I knew this was going to start coming. And yesterday was out. They just had me look at the time, 4:44. Okay. And I knew yesterday was the first. And I was like, oh, here we go. So I could feel my face went so red. I could feel the heat. My face went red. Because it was just him and I in the store. And then there was two people behind the counter. And I knew what I needed to say and do. So I was like, here we go, fine. And I was like, yeah, I was just like, yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah, Jesus. I was like, I know how this may sound, but I was like, I'm a channeler, medium. I have a YouTube. I've got clients that I work with. Jesus is absolutely part of my spirit team. Him and I work really well together, really close together. I hit my awakening the year I turned 33. My birthday's July 3rd. So 333, Holy Trinity, the trifecta. I was like, the past 2 years has been a really wild ride. And he literally just stared at me and walked by and sat down with his back to us eating his sandwich. And the people behind the counter we just looked at each other and just kept smiling. And I walk up to the car, and I was smiling really big, and I just told my mom, I was like, something really interesting just happened. And I told her, and she's like, that was Jesus letting you know he's with you, right? And I was just like, not that, she said, my mom's not like overly like religious or anything, but she has a big love for Jesus. And she's like, that's, and I was just like, absolutely. I was like, I know that was Yeshua letting me know, like, he's here. And I'm like, trying to help me unblock him. Cause I'm always blocking my team. We all are. We're blocking our teams to a certain extent, but I was really like not focused in on him at all. And he was like trying to wiggle in. But then I also knew, and I explained this to my mom, it was a test from my higher self, which is me. And now when we get tested, it's not a matter of, it's not a matter of, are we doing good or bad? It's a matter of where are we at and how are we going to navigate through these situations. And it was also to see, am I going to step up? Am I going to announce who and what I am? Am I going to actually do that? Or am I going to hide? Am I going to get embarrassed? Am I going to fumble? I got embarrassed. My face went red, but I embraced it. I embraced who and what I am, and I announced it, and it went so beautifully. And then Yeshua was laughing. I was talking to him because then my mom was saying how she's like, never be embarrassed to say that you work with Jesus. And she was saying how, like, even on Facebook, if there's a thing about saying, do you believe in Jesus and God, she always says yes. And I was just like, and she's like, Jesus, I'm drooling, and she's like, she's like, Jesus said, don't deny me. And then I started channeling Yeshua for her, and I was just like, well, like Yeshua was saying, he's like, remember, Nancy, I lived the full human experience. It's like, I had an ego also. And then he also explained, when I'm saying don't deny me, he's like, what I was saying is don't deny yourself. He's like, equal, brother, sister. He's like, you are me. So if you're denying me, you're denying yourself. Don't be denying yourself. So we had a whole conversation about that, which was really cool too. So, and then through my mentor and friend, he was laughing, saying, he's like, I was laughing behind those eyes. It looked very neutral, but I was laughing, and I could very much feel this dude in that moment. He was very much an open vessel and portal, which is why he was so neutral. It's not, I saw a post yesterday talking about how there's like a certain percentage of people that are like soulless beings that are used by the Matrix to control the rest of us. That's not truth. That is complete fear programming. That, what I experienced yesterday, would have been the closest that I could say, like, he was like, but that's just it. It's not, he was a soulless being. He just seems so neutral because he went into complete open portal space, and it was just Yeshua was working through him in the way Yeshua was wanting to work with him, and Yeshua was laughing. He's like, you could see behind those eyes. He's like, I was laughing and playing with you. And I know, especially looking back now, I was intimidated by his neutralness, but looking back, I can see and feel, I'm like, he was just an open portal vessel for Yeshua to come through, and that's why he seems so neutral. But then as we allow them to come through even stronger through other humans, then we'll be able to actually feel and see that energy more, and you'll be able to see them laughing and playful. I mean, I've had that. I've walked by. Okay, this is embarrassing. I'm going to get to the comments in a second, but I've literally fallen to my knees because I get so jelly over Eric's energy. This was several months ago. I ordered DoorDash, and the dude got out of his car, tall, thin glasses. I got to see his smile before he put his mask on. It was an Eric smile, and he handed me his food. He was so nice, and I could feel I was blasted with Eric energy. And I walk down my stairs, and I take 2 steps, and I fall. I fall to my knees because my legs came out on me because I was shaking, because his energy came through so strong, and it was so clearly Eric was through him. So I knew logically Yeshua was there, but to feel him, I was a little intimidated by this guy's neutralness, but it was for good reason. It was because he was such an open portal and vessel for Yeshua to come through. It was really cool. So I just really wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, I'll probably make another video talking about it because I know I'm going to extend into doing free readings right now. So I'll probably make another video that's not live to talk about it, and then maybe talk about some other stuff surrounding that. But I just really wanted to share that with you guys. I thought that was really cool. It was a really cool experience, and I'm thanking Yeshua for that. And I can't wait for this stuff to come online more and stronger. It's just, guys, this stuff is so cool, and I'm telling you, it started happening. This stuff, my life started changing, and as I started accepting that energy can only play as we allow it to, when we make our reality, the external is the internal, projected outward. It's beyond crucial we start accepting that, and that there is no evil or bad. We got to stop labeling things as evil and bad, including Satan. There, Satan is not Eric. It's also played. Eric is also Archangel Uriel. He's also Lucifer, Lucius, Lightbringer. Lucifer is literally Lightbringer. He literally played a role. It's literally just a role, and you are also connected with Satan, Lucifer, however you want to label it. You box anyone or anything in, you're doing that to yourself, and you're also labeling yourself that. If you are waking up, and especially if you're in this space, you are ready to start hearing it and start accepting it. It's a hard pill to swallow. I resisted it at times too when it comes to accepting certain things about reality and how I want to see it. But it doesn't make it any less true, and I won't play it any other way. So, all right, so let's take a look at the comments here. So, Samantha, during meditation, sometimes you see yourself inside your body and you're not able to move your hand or anything. And I heard someone say this is a gift. What is how? Okay. Okay, that's actually really cool. I experienced similar things too. You're feeling, it's right away what I was picking up on, like a parallel with myself. It's like my energy is floating around inside my body. You can tell you're starting to, dang, yes, babe. Okay. I just confirming with Eric, I'm getting this right. Yeah. You're starting to tap into the fact that you're not your avatar. You're not your avatar. Now, is there somebody said our avatars are also a God particle? Yes, everything's a God particle. Everything's a God particle, but we are not our avatars. This is like Eric has talked about, these are like the candy wrappers, and the actual real stuff is underneath. It's like, I don't care about the candy wrapper. I want the good stuff underneath it, you know? So you're becoming more aware of the fact that you are, drooling. You're becoming aware of the fact that you are energy, and you're not your avatar. As for, hang on, let me just pull up your comment again. You had said inside your body, not able to move your hand or anything. Okay, next time if you feel like you can't move something, move a part of your body, really try to tap into and remember that if you're not able to move, if you're ever feeling, if you're feeling scared of it, just remember it's because there's not actually anything bad happening. You're allowing it to happen in some way. When I've come into the moments where I'm feeling like I can't move, I know I'm being worked on. So I'm getting, dang, yes. Okay, I'm getting there's that element of you're being worked on by your spirit team, by Galactics, which is also part of your team, your family. You're tapping into, like I said, you're tapping into the fact that you're not your avatar. I'm getting breakdown between avatar energy. It's part of the awakening. It's part of awakening and your process. I'm asking for a more clear explanation if I'm getting anything, if I'm missing anything. I'm getting you got it, babe. Basic. That's the basic. You're good. So just keep working on doing what you're doing, and that's actually pretty cool. So, okay. So, what messages? So Josephina's asking, what messages do I have from Jesus? So right away, he's glowing heaven's white, heaven, home, our golden white light, and he's smiling. He's got his arms out, and I can see. And then when he does this, I can also, he's showing me his ruby heart, and it's just glowing again with heaven's light too. What do you have to say what messages do you have for Josephina? He's saying, I love you, my sister. I'm with you always. Please know that. Okay, I'm just gonna reiterate what I'm hearing, and if this doesn't resonate, I apologize. I need to have confidence. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, sorry, I just blocked for a second because I got nervous. What I'm hearing is, I know you question at times who I am, who you are. Am I with you? Please know, my child, dear one, my sister, equal. I am with you. He's laughing. He's laughing. He's saying, I don't know if you question it. I don't know if you do, but I'm getting that there's moments at least when you question it, and he finds it funny. They always find it funny, because he's saying, remember, you do know I am here. I'm asking if there's anything more personal or whatever, if there's anything else. He's just saying you're so loved, more than you realize. Please know you're not alone. I'm feeling something about strength and building blocks of strength for you. Ding. Ding. Oh, two big dings. Yeah, building blocks of strength. He's helping you with your strength, with your building blocks and foundations of strength and building up your strength, personal power, who you truly are. You're bringing you back into your higher self. So he's saying, I love you. And he's blowing you a kiss. And, oh, he just pulled you into a hug and he just gave you a kiss on the cheek. So, Samantha, you've also, I've seen also Trinity God in your dreams. It was beautiful. What does it signify? Trinity God? Oh, like the trifecta, like the 333. It's the 333 is the the swirl together of God source, consciousness, and the physical. You know, like Father, Son, Holy Spirit. But that's such a religious way of looking at it. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. That's very like kind of Catholicist. But it's again, remember, any holy scripture, there is truth within that. Take away the fear programming. You know, you can look at the metaphors and find the truth in it. And I mean, there's infinite versions of all the holy scriptures. So one way that you can look at the 333, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, which is like God's source, consciousness, God's source, and then like energy, which God's source is, but it's, he's saying just, yeah, babe, go with it. Go, you're good. Okay. God's source, and then like energy, spirit, mind, and then, which is what God's source is. But again, God's source, energy, spirit, mind, and then the physical. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. That's the best way I can put it. I think I'm blocking a little bit on this because it's starting to go into personal stuff too, because of my connection to the trifecta and the 333. So I'm blocking a little bit, but that's what I'm picking up on when it comes to that. So, so Maria, Yeshua, can you hear you whenever you pray? Please help you and your son Kenneth. Oh, I just got hit with like a powerful. It's making me want to cry, but it's a good cry. It's just because it's so powerful. He's saying, I'm always with you. I hear everything. He's saying, I can't not be with you. I can't not hear you. He's prompting me to remind you and everyone listening, they help in any way that we give them an opening to. The moment any of us give them an opening to wiggle in and start helping, they do that. And that's what Yeshua is saying. He's helping in any way that you guys allow him to. He's saying, I hear your prayers. I'm with you. He's saying, yes, you got this. He's like, please know you're not alone. Please know how loved and strong you and Kenneth are. He's saying, he's reminding you to hold yourself, both of you guys, in a positive heart space, reminding yourself how strong, loved, safe, and protected all of you are, and that Yeshua and your spirit teams are with you guys. You can't be alone. And you're, oh my gosh, this feels so powerful. How powerful and strong you guys and your team are. It's, oh my God, this is, yeah, ding, ding, ding. This is tapping into the power and strength of what we truly are. And they're wiggling in and helping you with that whenever you allow it to. So, okay, let's see here. Samantha, you're panicked, and when you woke up, your whole head was vibrating, heard a voice, and it was pitch black. That this is a gift. I'm going to tell you how to control it. Who are they? Right away, I'm hearing spirit team, galactic family. This is where it becomes, okay, thank you, Samantha, for sharing this, because this is a really good example as to why it is beyond, I was about to say, excuse my language, and Eric's like, when are you going to start apologizing? Sorry, he's like, since when are you going to start apologizing for swearing? Shit. I know. So this is a good example of why it's beyond fucking crucial. We learn to balance our emotions and control our minds, because shit like that can turn terrifying like that. But again, remember, that's illusion, and we indulge in it ourselves. We ask to indulge in it. We open ourselves up to that. We're allowing it to happen that way, which is why, again, it's beyond crucial that we learn to control our minds and balance our emotions, because energy and whatnot can only play as we allow it to. So that would be absolutely a moment where they are working with you. Hang on, I'm just going to pull your comment up again. So your whole head was vibrating. Yes, I've had the head vibrating thing too. Yep. This is a gift. I'm going to tell you how to control it. Yeah. So that is, keep leaning on your spirit team. That's your spirit team, the Galactics. It's your team working with you. And again, this is part of coming into who and what you truly are, which is what we're all doing. We all have the same abilities, we all have the same strengths. It's all coming online in layers, and what comes online is what we allow to come online. So keep doing the work, keep doing the thought and energy work. If you're feeling any kind of fear and stuff about it, make sure you let yourself feel it, and then when you're ready, pick someone on your spirit team. It can be one or it can be multiple. Ding, time just went backwards. A friend just messaged me, I swear time just went backwards for me. I might actually have to pop offline really quick, because my mentor is messaging me actually right now, so I take the opportunity to talk to her when I can, because it's usually only once a day we get to talk. So I'm just messaging her, what happened? But anyway, so yeah, this is why it's super important to learn to balance our emotions and control our minds, because this stuff is love, and it's healing, and it's support, and it's helping us come into who and what we truly are. And this is why I'm so glad this didn't start happening until I started working on my shit, because this stuff can easily turn into the illusion of a nightmare. But again, that's because we don't have the control of our minds. You look at Stranger Things, especially particularly this season, what's happening with Stranger Things, that is full on fear programming cloaked over complete truth. Look at the merging of the oneness into Stranger Things. Even when they're being lifted up and their eyes are rolling back and their bodies are breaking, what do you think's happening with us? I've had that where I'm being worked on and I'm being penetrated and filled with light, to the point that my back is arched and just the top of my head, my tips of my fingers and my feet are touching my bed. And my back is arched so hard at the point that I'm like, is my back going to break? But then I remember, no, this is love, and it's healing and support. And when I relax, I feel the next day, like I'm not in pain. It feels good, and then I get a blast up. But if I hadn't done the work that I've been doing, and if I hadn't learned to balance my emotions and control mine to the extent that I already have, I still have work to do. But if I hadn't done that, that would have easily turned into fucking hell nightmarish situations. So thank you, Samantha, for pointing that out, because this is why you are at the point you're experiencing this, because you're at the point that you've put the work in, and so you're allowing yourself to experience that. So again, it's normal. I'm telling you, this is why this stuff has to come online in layers, because reality is so much more than what we realize right now. What I'm sitting in, what you're sitting in, you can manipulate your entire surroundings. I can turn this into like an open field. I can be in space right now playing with the stars. I literally was the other night. I was laying there with Eric, and I was in a visual, and I was like, it was like it was just surrounded by night sky, and I put my finger out, and I was pushing in one spot, and it was a light, and it was getting brighter and brighter and brighter, and then I pushed my fingers out, and stars burst out, and I was like, humans are thinking right now that stars and galaxies are being birthed, but I'm creating that. And then Eric's like, ding, you guys don't realize how powerful you are. Think about it. Isn't that kind of cool? That is actually happening when we're looking at stars and supernovas and shit like happening in the galaxy. We're literally creating that, and we don't remember. And we can do that shit right here, right now. This is not at all what we thought it was. So it has to come away in layers, because if not, it's a massive shock to our system. Massive shock. It can be fucking scary. But that's why it comes away in layers, and we do the work that we do. We face what we're feeling, embrace it, and then we do thought and energy work, inner work, shadow work. You have to. The only way out is through. And again, the truth of reality is, there is no fear, there is no pain, there is no chaos, none of that shit. Oh, hi Julie, I love you. Hi Julie, I love you. There is no pain, chaos, anything of that. None of that. That's not the truth of reality. Right? So we got to start letting that stuff go. If you want to be able, and the thing is, we all get there, no one gets left behind, but in order to get there, you have to let it go, because it's just not true. It's not part of reality. So if you're clinging to it, you're clinging to illusion. You want out of illusion, you got to let it go. So, okay, let's see here. Live chat. Everyone give Julie, everyone there, Julie at Love's Beginning. Everyone give her love. Go, if you're feeling up for it, please go like and subscribe to her stuff, like her stuff. But consider subscribing to Julie. That's my mentor. She's amazing, a beautiful, beautiful channeler, beautiful, beautiful person. I love and appreciate Julie so much. She's helped me so much and helped save my life. I know what that is, but seriously, Julie's been a big part of this. So please, 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 you guys, if you're feeling up for it, Julie at Love's Beginning, go check her out and give her love, please. So Irene, any advice on how to handle my relationship with my husband and 2 teenage sons, as well as my mom? Sorry, any advice on how to handle my relationship with my husband and teenage since both my mom? Okay, right away I'm getting prompted to pull out. Guys, I know that it gets a little annoying when I do card readings, but I'm going to read through them as fast as possible, okay? It's just these are really good for some solid advice. I know I can get it in my head, but I got the prompt to pull the cards, so that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm just going to ask for some solid advice on what to do. Okay. So let me just pull up your question here again. Okay, so any advice on how to handle your relationship with your husband and 2 teenage sons as well as your mom? So I'm asking Eric, Archangel Uriel, what advice do you have that's going to benefit Irene in her highest good in this now on how to handle her relationship with her husband, 2 teenage sons, and as well as her mom? Please and thank you, Eric. Thank you. And if you want anything else, I'll do one more shuffle through if you want me to read anything else. Nope. Okay, perfect. 2 cards. He pulled out 2 cards for you. So the first one here is hope. I'm sorry, I know it's blurry. So hope. Hope indicates the sun is about to come out in an area of your life. This angel wisdom reminds you that your spirit is immensely resilient and powerful, so keep faith with your dreams and visions. Remember, the universe wants you to have your heart's desire. It is simply waiting for you to believe you deserve it before the angels bring it to you. Do your part by deciding what you truly want, then send out positive thoughts for the changes you seek and for the fulfillment of your wishes. Ask the angels for help, and they will fan the spark of potential and bring them to life. Hope is a magnetic quality which attracts the great and beautiful into your life. And then you can affirm, I'm eternally optimistic. I'm eternally optimistic. And then you got flexibility. So life is full of changes and surprises. Your guidance is to move with the current, for it is resisting the flow which creates problems. Exactly. So any pain, fear, anger, anything that we're going through that doesn't feel good, the pain and fear is caused from the resistance of what is. So learning to, again, putting up boundaries is always okay. But then again, remembering to zoom out to see what the truth is and doing the thought and energy work and not resisting it. You have to face, feel, and embrace it. The only way out is through. When you accept the possibility that there are other ways, previously unseen doorways will be open to you and you'll move easily through change. There is a solution to every problem. So look at all things with the eyes of love. It says and expectation. Eric's kind of crossing that out. He's saying expectations are killers. Let go of the expectation. But he's saying have faith. Surrender it and have faith and know that it's all good and that it's all working out and everything works for your benefit, not against you. Then life force will flow freely through you. You'll get more into that natural flow of things. You'll feel healthy and alive and can access the necessary resources and wisdom within yourself to help you through change. So you can affirm I am free and flexible. So Eric, is there okay, what else are you, is there any other advice that you're giving her? He's saying you got this. I feel like he's got every faith in you, knowing that you're navigating through this just fine. It's almost like I really feel it's almost like he's going like, you got this. I almost feel like he's going, you got this. It's very much a feeling of just keep doing what you're doing, keep surrendering it, put up boundaries as you need to, keep zooming out. It's so standard, but that's really what I'm picking up on. If that's not resonating or whatever, let me know, but it's just, that's what I am getting. So I hope that helps. Okay, so Samantha, that is so beautiful. Oh, it does resonate with you. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. You also bought angel cards. Oh, awesome. Who's your galactic family? Really, I just heard everyone. But that's also where they're at too. Okay, there's a couple things with that answer. That's where we're at right now with realizing that it's all, they're all here. Everyone is your family. Everyone is part of your team. It's just we have a bit more of a core team that we tend to focal in on. There is also something to be said about the reason why I get restricted on announcing to people, channeling who is on their teams, is because it really is like a family reunion. And it will be brought to you very oftentimes in aha moments, or like in ways that's gifted without you asking for it. And in those moments, it really is, you are reuniting, and it's so cool. So I am going to try and see if I'm picking up anything. The Andromedans, yeah, okay, there is a synchronicity. The Arcturians, Andromeda, is that a galaxy? I don't know, but the Arcturians, I just saw a post actually, so there's a synchronicity with the synchronicity circling around right now. Arcturians, a lot of us are very connected with the Arcturians. I'm getting that. And then I just heard Palladian and Syrian. But now I'm also hearing again all. You're like, you're our sister, we love you. All of them want you to know, like, it's all of us. All of them are family. All of them. And that goes for everybody. They're really, really trying to push in that it's everyone and everything. So, since childhood abandonment issues, is it related to past lives? I'm hearing ding, ding, ding. I'm getting remember it's illusion, but we are working on healing the illusion. Ding. Eric is also pointing out it's also the fact of this, we all deal with this on a certain level because of we're indulging in the illusion of separation. So we feel like we're so alone, but we're remembering that we're not. So there's that element too. But he's saying, I'm hearing you got this. I'm getting a thumbs up. You're working on it, and he's reassuring you're going to get through it. So yeah. All right. I think those are pretty much all the questions that have been asked. So looks like I'm going to end it off here. But yeah, so that was, for anyone who's tuning in, if you missed it at the beginning of this, I talked about a really neat little moment I had with Yeshua yesterday. And just remember, guys, you are literally one with God, and there is no bad. It can be a hard pill to swallow, but you do create your reality. You do create your reality. And it's beyond crucial that we start accepting that, because the external is the internal projected outward, and the more the stuff comes online, guys, you want to be able to control your thoughts and your mind. Because this is what, again, emotions are the architect, thoughts are the construction workers. So you want to be able to control it so you can control what you're navigating through. Teresa, can you have a message? Right away I'm hearing, we love you, Teresa. We love you. Eric and Robin are both kicking in. They're totally, they're all over you. They're poking at you so hard. We love you. We love you. And they're kissing at your face. And we love you. They're doing the thank you. They're thanking you. They're thanking you for the work you're doing, for being you, for following me and my stuff. And again, thank you, by the way. I'm personally thanking you for, now I can actually thank you, like, kind of, I know it's not face-to-face, but this is right now closest face-to-face. Thank you for, I know that you donated me money a little while ago, so thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate that way more than I can say. I was just like, my jaw just like dropped. I'm just like, thank you. So, yeah, so, that being said, what else, what message do you guys have? We love you. We're proud of you. Keep on keeping on. Keep doing it. I'm almost getting the feeling like you're working on something right now. I don't know if it's a project, like an external project, or it's a project within yourself, but I'm getting the feeling that you're working on something, and they're just kind of wanting me to, like, let you know that, they're giving you encouragement and support, and like the thumbs up and a green light, and they're just saying you got this, and just very much that feeling of you're not alone and you're so supported, and they're helping you with it. So hopefully that resonates. So there you go. So yeah, all right, thanks you guys. 34 minutes, that's not too bad. Okay. All right, so thanks you guys. I love you all so very much. Please consider liking and subscribing. If you guys ever feel like it's worth it, my link to my PayPal for any tips or donations is always included with my stuff. You can check out my Facebook group, Learn, Laugh, Love. I still have the monthly membership thing. If anyone wants to join, we still have 2 days left. You have till the end of September 1st to sign up, and then you'll have till the end of this week. Yeah, we'll say the end of this week to get your questions in. There's one spot left in order to get the one extra question, one extra regular question, 2 extra yes nos. So if anyone wants that spot with the free stuff, let me know, because there's one spot left. So yeah, and what else? I've had a TikTok for a while, but I just made my first video today. It's also under Channeling by Chantal. My Instagram is also Channeling by Chantal. My Facebook group is Learn, Laugh, Love. Yeah, so go ahead, feel free to check me out. And yeah, thank you guys for everything. I love you all so very much. And as always, have a wonderful now. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye.